Hi guys, I'm absolutely raging here. I made a part 2, but it didn't record properly. Oh my god, is there anything? That's what I'm talking about, the unimportant things in life getting frustrated over. Anyway, yeah, I made a whole 10-minute video as a part 2 to my part 1. But I'm going to try and shorten it down to just saying, at the end of the other video, I was just saying, make sure you're doing the things, the self-care, the inner healing. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure that you're meditating every day. It doesn't have to be for a very large volume of time. It could just be 20 minutes, and that should be enough. Doing the meditation every day, making sure you're moving around the energy in your body, because a lot of people on this have said they feel vertigo, they feel dizzy, they're not feeling very good. That's because we are having solar activity, we are getting so much light into the planet, and our bodies aren't really used to that. Our bodies are getting more used to it because we're getting more light in shorter spaces of time, so it is getting more used to it, but it's still not used to it completely. Do you know what I mean? So there are blocks there and things like that. So things like grounding are going to be really important when you're feeling like that, like getting your feet out in the grass and standing there. I like to put my feet in the grass, put my hand on my heart and ground out the energy. And then if you don't have grass, because a lot of people, like they might have just gravel or in their back garden or front garden or whatever it is, just even a tree on the street outside, or go to your local park and there'll be trees there hopefully. Just putting your hands on a tree and grounding out that energy. And if people come by and are like, what the fuck are you doing? Who fucking cares? It doesn't matter. Sorry for the cursing, but it doesn't matter. Like, they're not going to understand it anyway. You're never going to be able to explain it to you, and even if you did, they wouldn't believe you. So just do your thing. If they ask you what you're doing, just say you're leaning or something, whatever. But yeah, just getting your hands on a tree. If you feel like you can't leave your house and you're exhausted, and that's the kind of space that I'm in, put on Just Dance and just do a dance routine, or just put on a song that you like, that you know gets you up and gets you moving, and just start like doing the wave, like moving your arms, moving your body. It only has to be like a short song, but just moving that energy around your body, doing things that make you feel creative. Like, I mean, if you have a swing outside, sit on your swing, painting, like doing some painting, foraging, going outside maybe and looking for nice plants to put into your house. Another one is like decluttering spaces. So even if you're exhausted or something, declutter a really small place. Maybe it's like a windowsill or something where you're like, that could do with a bit of decluttering. You'd be surprised if you clean off one area, you're kind of like, oh, you feel a bit like mentally like your thoughts are forming better. I always find that when I clean things in the physical, I start feeling a lot more mental clarity. Yeah, I find that very, very helpful. Just doing small things like that. If you're feeling really down and you're not feeling great, pick up the phone to a friend that might know, understand, someone maybe that's on the spiritual path as well. Maybe reach out to somebody on this, and things like that can really help, help you vibe up. Because it's really difficult on this, because at the end of the day, I did say before, it really is like a roller coaster. You're kind of going, when you go down and you're going down, and you're just really ping-ponging off of, energies. It's kind of like, I think I said it in one post before, but it's kind of like, the energies are bipolar at the moment. It's kind of just you're ping-ponging. One moment you feel fucking great, like literally for a moment, and then you're just like, oh